Hi, my name's Andrew Jenkins. In January, I was a finalist in Series 2 of The Traitors. Since The Traitors, my life has been crazy, but that wasn't the first time my life has been totally or completely rewritten. On August 28, 1999, I was involved in a very serious road traffic accident. I wouldn't wish that experience on anyone, but I want to be part of this amazing Headway campaign to show people out there who've had a brain injury or head injury that you can do great things.
Hi, my name is Liz. On the 12th of December, 2004, my life would be written because I had a stroke.
Hi, my name's Justina, and on the 12th of December 2004, my life was rewritten.
Well, good afternoon. Thank you, Justina. Thank you, Liz. Thank you for coming and thank you for being part of this amazing Headway campaign, A Life Rewritten. So where do we start? The beginning, I suppose. What was life like growing up for you two, mother and daughter? What was life like?
So I come from a single-parent household,
Okay.
and I remember my mum working really hard, multiple jobs, and really instilling the importance of education for my brother and I, so that when we grow up, the motto in our family was education is power, and it gives you that independence. And so that was a real driver, and family was always really important to us.
This picture keeps staring at me in the face. I can't stop looking at your picture, but like you're super fit and healthy. Was it hard then to lost your identity as a fitness person, I suppose? Was it hard then to accept that?
It was impossible.
Yeah.
Because I used to be a very good physicist. I was passionate about it. And another thing is, I told you I used to run over 20 miles 3 times a week.
Wow. So then your life obviously was rewritten for you then. Tell me a little bit of what happened.
It's actually quite an... now that I've done my research, actually, it is not unusual for people to have a stroke at the point of having sex. And that's what happened in my mum's instance.
The man, instead of phone a bloody ambulance, phoned my sister who was in Ghana.
In his state of panic.
And my sister had to tell him who and everything. He doesn't stupid rabbit.
It's what you do sometimes in a state of panic.
Yeah.
And so my mum was then rushed to hospital. It was at that point that they discovered it was a bleed in the brain, an aneurysm, and it had burst.
Right.
And we were told to prepare for the worst. That day was very, it was eventful. And I just remember getting to the hospital. My mum had gone in for the surgery at that point, and we were all... Yeah, it was overnight.
10 hours. Wow.
So I was told to go home and come back in the morning.
Yeah.
And so I came back the following morning with my friend, yeah, that was Effia. And I remember her trying to be normal.
Yeah.
So we go into the room with all these machines beeping, and then she just tries to talk to my mum as normal. And I remember just thinking, oh my goodness, this is the end. This is the beginning of the end. And I'm quite a panicker anyway, so I guess I was thinking, I'm already from a single parent household. I only have one parent, and now this one parent that I have is like vanishing before my eyes. And as I say, I was quite certain that it was just a matter of time before my mum went. So that was kind of how I was preparing myself. It felt like a heavy responsibility, but one that I wanted to ensure that I did my mum proud. So for me, it was just around not letting my family... That's good. That's good. Do you remember, like? What's your first thoughts post-stroke? What do you remember?
I remember hearing Nanny shouting, I will not bear my daughter, she will bury me. I will not bear my daughter.
Do you remember that?
I remember that, yeah.
The first thing when I saw my mum after the stroke was she had locks, and obviously they had shaved it or cut it. Obviously was not the priority, was not the haircut when they're going in for a 10-hour surgery. But I just remember thinking, oh my goodness, what have they done to her hair? It was, as I say, there were many moments when we were called to say goodbye because the pressure in my mum's brain had gone too high. So for those 9 months, I would say it was just preparing for the worst. And then once we had kind of overcome that period, it was kind of, well, what type of and quality of life would my mum have? One thing we would say about my mum is she was a real fighter. So I think that kind of displayed, and it was nice. I remember the biggest moment for me was when my mum was able to do put your thumb up if you wanted to say something, blink your eyes, and those forms of communication, just to realise that she's present, she was there and she could hear us, and those were key moments. Do you remember those? You don't remember the blink your eyes and put your thumb up? So those were big moments for us. Those were major milestones.
Do you believe in self-belief? Obviously, you're a very resilient, determined lady. Do you think your sporting background helped with that, being obviously fitness and training? Do you think that helped you?
I believe in God instilled in me that fight,
Yeah.
the ability to persevere,
Never give up.
to be strong,
Yeah.
to be happy. Because most there's people, I'm quite a happy character. And people look at me and think, look at the way she is, she's so happy.
Yeah.
Don't they?
They do, and I think that's what is so fascinating, and that life has thrown some major balls your way, and you've responded.
It's a happy life.
Yeah, and
You have to be happy, that's what I believe.
That's the one thing that stood out when I first met you today now, how happy you were. And that shone through. As soon as I saw you straight away, you were smiling, happy. And that's amazing. I mean, that's just shone through straight away.
No point being miserable, is there? Who likes a bloody misery?
Yeah, it's hard.
You wanted to get out. My mum is full of energy. She wants to get out into the community.
To live life.
Yeah.
And Liz and Sue had recommended Headway as a great platform to be able to meet people, build relationships, do things in the community, whilst this is a different version of Liz, that there are parts of her personality and her life that she really enjoyed that we're still able to do.
Yeah.
Travelling was one, getting out. My mum loves a good dance. My mum was a raver, it's safe to say.
Glow stick and whistles.
Done
Should've brought my glow
carnival.
stick.
We've done Notting Hill Carnival several years,
Do you see things improving in society? Obviously, inclusion and diversity is a huge subject. People talk about it all the time. But have you seen improvements over the last couple of years in accessibility for wheelchair users and things like that?
If you want to know what it's like for an underrepresented group, just try and walk or move in their shoes to see how many things they need to do.
Another thing I said, look, is when I was down with Laura, they would take me to talk to Laura about things. It's like a help for a mouth or a brain.
Yeah.
If I have a standing frame on Friday.
She stands on a standing frame
Aren't
twice
you?
a week.
Oh, fab. How long do you do that for? Is that small steps?
An hour.
An hour? Do you find that very tiring?
It's not easy, I can tell you that for nothing.
I can imagine, yeah.
And so when you talk about what do we do, and I think for us it was that book. We decided, well, many people had encouraged my mum to document
Because of my life.
her life, that it would make for an interesting read. Life wasn't rosy throughout before, and I think you were able to document, sensitive issues and things that are often not spoken about.
But you still have to be positive.
You still got to be positive.
I have a positive attitude about life. What my key thing is, once you've got life, you have hope. And you might as well be thankful and happy about it. There's points about being a miserable bitch about it.
Yeah, it's hard. So what's next for Liz and Justina? What's next?
We will want to continue to support Headway with fundraising. My mum is all around community and getting more involved, and I think
I want to get a job.
she wants to get a job.
I've got to say, you actually inspired me. Your attitude is incredible, how happy and positive you are. You want to go to work, and it's incredible. Is there a message out there you could give to somebody who's maybe suffered a brain injury or a head injury, or who knows somebody who's had a brain injury?
Don't let a brain injury scar you. You are more than that. You think of your whole being, not just about the brain injury. Make the most of your life. You've only got one. And this is not a rehearsal. You have to make the most of the life that you've got.
Is there anything you'd like to say, Justina, to anybody watching this?
Very similar motto to my mum, you only get one shot at life. Make it have an impact. And maybe for families, we talk a lot about brain injury survivors. There's a community, be it family that you're born with or the family and the community that you create. keep doing what you do to support those to live a fulfilling life, because we have a great community and great people around us that are able to support us. You know, I was 17, I've gone on to have a fulfilling career. I can leave my mum in the support of great people that support my mum and have an amazing life, and that's due to our strong community. And included in that community is Headway as well.
So Liz, Justina, thank you for coming in, and also thank you for being part of Headway's A Life Rewritten campaign. I hope we've gone to do fantastic things, and thank you very much for your time.